Hi.
I just saw this.
Hi, I'm Jim.
And I'm Noelle, and you're watching Cruiseology. Today we are going to talk about the first 2 days on the cruise, which are days at sea. And days at sea are some of my favorite days because you get to explore the ship, eat lots of really good food, and spend time in the sun and get to do all the fun things around the ship.
On our first day at sea, we've learned to get out there early. Now I realize if you're having a very good time at night, getting up in the morning is not always your best life. But since we're cruising with children, they don't give us that opportunity every day. So what that does for us is we can get into the Windjammer, get our breakfast, because we usually do Windjammer breakfasts.
Yes.
Just because we love that particular food. Sometimes we do Park Cafe breakfasts, but
or both.
That's actually probably more accurate.
More than one breakfast.
We got up to the Windjammer, and as you can see, there's relatively nobody there. And then we get our breakfast, and we try to get out to the pool. So getting up is a good thing. But if not, you can always get out there. Royal Caribbean tries to limit the number of reserved seats where people get out and just drape their things on it and squat without actually being at the chair.
Right.
But you'll find that if you mill about for a little bit, you'll find a place to plant your stuff. It might not be right next to the pool. So if you want right next to the pool, you're gonna have to get on it somewhere.
Like 6 a.m. Not really. 9:30 is probably a good time to get out there, or maybe a little bit earlier if you're up. Like I said, we go to sleep early because we have the kids with us, and so we can get up early. And my mom was with us, which was really awesome, so she also helped take the kids to breakfast some days, which was great. Another thing, if you're not wanting to do the pool, or you want to break it up, they have stuff all throughout the day planned to make sure there's events going on around the ship if you're not wanting to lay out, or you want to wait till later in the day to do that. So there's a lot of things to do at sea if you don't want to be at the pool either. We went on a group cruise, so we had about 4 or 5 other families that came with us, and I highly recommend doing a group cruise if you can, and convince your friends to come with you because it adds a really fun element to the trip. Get to sit together at dinner, and we got to do things together and swap off kids. So at one point on one of the sea days, I took my 2 girls plus 2 of the other girls from our party, and we went to go see Mamma Mia. And then Jim and one of the other guys took the smaller boys to go see a glow-in-the-dark puppet show.
Yeah, it was a blacklight puppet show.
Blacklight, that's what it was.
Yeah, and this is what we saw.
What was that?
So it was actually surprisingly good. The instructors from Adventure Ocean put this on, and the production value was very high. It was very well done, and it was a fun, cute little story. But I won't provide any spoilers, but there's a couple cool interactive moments where the kids really had a blast.
Yeah, Adventure Ocean always puts on top-notch things for the kids to do. So the last cruise we took, our kids were a little bit young to go and do that. They wanted to stay with us, but this time they went a couple times and they really, really enjoyed it. And I don't know if you know this, but to work in Adventure Ocean, you actually have to have a bachelor's degree in education. So it makes you feel safer with the staff knowing that they love children and they've gone to college to do that. And they have all of the tools to really make it a great experience for our kids.
And they do a fantastic job of engaging those kids. Every time we went to go pick them up from Adventure Ocean, they weren't ready to go,
right.
Which is a good sign.
Yes.
If you've been sailing with Royal Caribbean for any amount of time, you've heard of the Crown and Anchor Society. That's Royal Caribbean's way of rewarding people for being a part of their cruise line and to celebrate your frequent sailing. So we are Emerald members.
Correct.
And
we're one cruise away from Diamond.
Yeah.
So at the Crown and Anchor party, they had a jazz band playing when we walked up, and they had free drinks just everywhere. They were just walking around with trays and just grab one. It was pretty great. So they do a really good job of rewarding their frequent cruisers. So at the party as well, they have all of the high-ranking officers on the ship and all the team leads. So you have the chef that's in charge of the entire ship, and the captain and the co-captain and the loyalty director. Pretty much anybody that you can think of that's high-ranking is there, and they do a presentation and they thank the members. And then what I really loved was they had the people who had the most cruise points on the ship, and they gave out gifts to the people that had it. And I think the person that had the most was about 2,500 cruise points, which when you get one per night, you know how much that person has been on a cruise. And it was really sweet. And she's an older woman that had a walker, so she couldn't come down. So the entire staff and captains and everyone came up and hugged her and gave her a gift. And it was really awesome.
Mm-hmm. Take two with more energy this time. I forget that you guys don't know that it's past our bedtime. 1 a.m. For parents, this is very late. But we got an opportunity to check out some pretty cool music this evening.
Yes, we went to Dazzles, which is the lounge on deck 8 in the aft of the ship. And we saw Great Ideas, was that their name of the band? It was an Asian band that did 80s cover music, and it was amazing.
It was friggin' amazing.
Oh, we saw the ice show today.
We did.
Yes.
Always amazing.
Impressive. The
Tiny,
girl
yeah.
on the hoop.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
They just blow my mind constantly with what they can do in the middle of the ocean. You're like, I'm watching an ice show with professional skaters in the middle of the ocean, and you're flabbergasted.
Yeah, that is a word. So right on. Well, we're gonna hit the hay, but we'll keep you guys updated, and we'll show you some more about what we see and what we do, so that you can get a feel for what it would look like if you go on your cruise.
Thanks for watching Cruiseology.
Bye.